Welcome to the Seven Dads TV podcast. I'm your host, comedian Ken Wood. On today's episode, we have a very funny guest.
Yes.
Gabe Jurvis.
Yeah.
Do.
Bruh.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a drink of Bud Light before we start this.
Yeah.
Because Gabe brought over Bud Light
Yeah.
to celebrate
Yes.
St. Patty's Day.
Happy
Wow.
DUI Day, baby.
There
Let's
we
go. Let's go.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This one's for my drunken Irish ancestors.
Yes. Let's go.
There we
Cheers,
go.
baby. Cheers. I wore green too and like plaid pants, so we're in theme.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
That might make me transition into a woman.
Mm-hmm.
That is some trans juice right there, man.
Is that what happened to Dylan Mulvaney?
Yeah, he started drinking Bud Light
Lights
and now he's gay.
Yeah.
It's not the tap water, it's Bud Light.
Yeah, it's Bud Light. There's too much fluoride in the Bud Light.
In the Bud Light.
Yeah.
I think it's the hops.
The hops.
Something in the hops.
Because you like hop to a different gender or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
there
right.
you go.
There we go.
There you go. Honestly, this is my first Bud Light in years.
Really?
This is fucking gross.
Since
dude.
the atrocity, since the
tragedy? not really because of that, but I stopped. It just tastes like water, man.
Yeah.
I drank it a lot in high school.
Yeah.
Did you drink it a lot in high school?
Yeah, I drank, but no, honestly, I drank a lot of hard liquor in high school, and that's why I've switched to light beer because the hangover is not as bad.
Okay.
It's not as terrible.
There we go. See, I
Yeah.
drink it a lot in like high school,
Mhm.
during my liquor days too.
Yeah.
But it's just not good anymore. I could go for a Miller Lite, a Miller High Life,
Yeah.
Natty Ice.
Natty Ice. dude.
Ice.
Yeah. I used to throw a lot of parties in high school, and like we would all be partying like in the basement. We had a decent sized basement. That's where I'll be dancing. But if anybody got too fucked up and like passed out or whatever, it's like we weren't calling the hospital. We weren't calling parents. I would literally just shove you in my furnace room with like a trash can and be like, "You're fine. You're fine."
There you go. That's how you.
Yeah.
That's how you know. Like that's how you do it, man.
Yeah, I mean, my buddy literally drank probably like a fifth of vodka in like an hour, and like he turned green. I thought he was gonna die, but I was like, I'm not getting in trouble for you, buddy. You're going in the furnace room. Furnace room is where you go.
So did you You said you party a lot in high school.
Yeah, that's the only way I could make friends. Is just
There you
like
go.
throwing parties. That's how I became popular, I guess.
Okay.
Whatever. They didn't actually like me because after the party was over, they would leave and I would be alone. So, yeah.
But you're from Troy, right?
Yes.
You're from
Yeah.
Troy. So was it like
Rich people?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
classic like
Yeah.
suburban
Yeah.
white household house parties.
Yeah.
And man, I loved house parties back in the day.
Yeah. They're fun.
I really did. I made an ass of myself multiple times being that drunken guy.
Dude, I threw a party while my parents were gone, and then like I got so fucked up that like I went upstairs. I was like stumbling around, like trying to talk to like girls and shit. And I just couldn't form a sentence, and then like I couldn't stand up straight. And my sister like grabbed me by my arm and just threw me on the couch, and I just started puking like fucking everywhere all over the carpet. It got in my hair.
Hell yeah.
And my mom came home and saw me like throw up everywhere. I was like, what the fuck? And then the next day she was like, what was that last night? And I was like, I think I had some like bad fish or something. Like I think I had some bad. She's like, Gabe, shut the fuck up.
No, that was my go-to excuse too. It was bad chicken for me.
I was like, oh, I think I had
I remember I think it was like sophomore year. I drank a lot of Four Locos.
Okay.
And it was like 5 fucking fruit punch Four Locos.
Ooh.
And I remember puking at my kitchen sink just going, I ate bad chicken.
Yeah.
And after that day, I drank Four Locos after that, but I never drank fruit punch Four Locos because that was way when you drink too much of something and then you all that's
Four Locos is a downriver ass thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I would drink them too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little older than you.
Yeah.
I'm a little older. I'm 29.
Yeah.
You're 21.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's a generation.
Yeah,
that's almost a decade, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
And like as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize the differences and like looking back on like growing up and being like appreciating it more. But yeah, Four Locos, man.
But when I was in high school, they still had the caffeine in it. Like they didn't take the caffeine out yet.
Okay.
It was
my timeline's a little fuzzy because there was a trend of like Four Locos. It wasn't just Four Locos. You had juice. You had there was juice. There was just like Four Locos, and there was a couple other ones too, man. And another time I remember I went to a house party, and my friend's dad, who like he wasn't right in the head, like, and he had like he had short-term memory loss, and he would
From
buy
Four
us
Locos.
but he would buy us liquor. He was
really that's tough.
He was our go-to.
Yeah, I knew a couple parents like that.
I remember we sent him to the store, and we were like, hey man, we were gonna get 14 Four Locos, okay, for a house party.
God damn.
And we were like, he was like, what flavors? And we were like, just make sure
it's
you
get a fortnight of Four Locos.
That's what I'm that's what I'm saying, man. Crazy. But we were like, just get blue raspberry. That's all he remembered in the store. This motherfucker came out with 14 blue raspberry Four Locos, dude.
That's a good flavor, though. That's not bad.
At the time, At the time, yeah.
Flavor.
But me and my friend Alex, I'm not going to mention last names. But he drank 7. I drank 7. 15 or 16 years old, 7.
Fuck?
I mean, I was handing out a little bit, but I was getting 7.
Woo.
And I remember I blacked out that
Those
night.
are tall boys too, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
And I remember I walked out on the front porch, and Alex was fucking puking. He was puking off the side of the thing, and I was like, "You good, man?" He's like, "Yeah, just getting some air, man."
Yeah.
Just a moment later,
yeah. Oh, that's bad. You ever heard of a 9 Loco?
Jesus, no. What is that?
Okay, so
Why
9
does that sound like some degenerate TikTok shit.
A 9 Loco, for anybody who doesn't know and wants to try it, it's basically it's a 4 Loco, right? And then you put a shot of Everclear in it, or maybe a couple shots. I can't remember, but at least one shot of Everclear, and then dump a 5-hour energy in there, and that's a fucking 9 Loco, baby.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That sounds like a heart attack.
Yeah, no, it was insane. Yeah. The earth turned sideways. It was great. It was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
Did you ever experiment with other drugs? They're like, what was big around like Troy? Because like when I went to high school, towards the later years, cough medicine got really big.
Really? Okay. Well, Troy. So the school that I went to is Troy Athens High School, and there's Troy High.
Okay.
So Troy High kids were like richer, and they were like lived in bigger houses. They all had pools and stuff, whatever. So they were doing cocaine.
Wow.
We couldn't get the coke. We couldn't. So I never did that. But I mean, mostly what we would do is we would go to like homecoming and like just rip our weed pens, which was like the worst thing ever. Cause it's like, you get so high, you can't like dance anymore. I remember just like looking around and just like not understanding what's happening. Just kind of slowly like jumping up and down at like homecoming. There was literally a cloud of vapor like above the entire like gym. Like the whole gym was like, there was like smog just like up above us because everybody was vaping and shit.
Yeah, it's just.
And the teachers didn't know how to stop because it's like, I don't know, what are you gonna do?
How do you even catch them? They're doing it with their moves while listening to Flow Ride.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and clouds of fucking burnt Gen Z brain cells are filling the airs, man.
And then some bitch broke her fucking leg when she was in heels, I guess, and she was like jumping, and then it just snapped. God. It was fucked up, and everybody was making fun of her too while she was just like screaming in pain.
Yeah,
like, haha, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, pictured it looking like a Paul George injury in basketball or some shit. That doesn't sound good.
And that's my problem with society today, dude. Everybody thinks the kids are going woke, dude. We're not. We're not fucking going woke. Everybody at my school was so racist and homophobic and shit. Wow. Like it's just like it's not happening, dude. We're degenerates.
Wow, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Maybe this country does have hope. You know? Maybe the kids aren't bad after all. But no, my school got really big into cough medicine. And we used to have a thing called Box Fridays. And Box Fridays, a box was you'd go to Family Dollar, and for $1.60, you could get 16 cough medicine tablet pills. If you ate 8 of them, you would be drunk out of your ass. So imagine if you would drink 6, or imagine if you would eat all 16 pills.
God damn, dude.
You would be tripping fucking balls.
I never got into pills or anything like that, or cough syrup.
Dude, it was like tripping off of alcohol, and like it like we abused it so much. We literally had a holiday like every Friday. We'd call it Box Friday, and like we were literally the reasons why Family Dollar stopped selling this shit to kids. Like I literally remember taking a box, and like me and my friends took a box, and we started hanging out with other people, and they wanted to take a box. So we had to go back to the Family Dollar, and I just remember just being fucked up in a Family Dollar, just fucked up off cough medicine.
Because I heard if you drink a lot of, or I heard if you drink a lot of NyQuil and then force yourself to stay awake, you'll fucking like hallucinate.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll like fucking
Because it's like Robitussin.
Yeah, like Robo-tripping. Yeah,
that was a little bit before my time. Yeah. We found the Red Devils and the boxes, and that was a different way to take it.
Mike and Ike's.
They kind of look like Mike and Ike's. It's fucked up. Is I still can taste like the sweet coating of like how they are. And I remember one time because like you're supposed to like do them in a weird way because they fuck up your stomach and you will throw up. But if you do throw up, then it's like you're in clear.
God, no wonder you live in a fucking studio apartment by the train tracks, dude. I know, dude. God, there's literally, it's like fucking 100 feet that way. There's a train that'll come through. That's insane.
And growing up at my parents' house, I grew up pretty close to train tracks too. So it's soothing.
Yeah.
It's
soothing,
But the cough medicine, man, like it was some good shit. But I remember one time, I took, because you were supposed to eat before you get high off the cough medicine, And I remember one time I decided to eat the cough medicine, and I didn't eat dinner. So what did I do? Is I got 3 bags of hot Cheetos. So ate the cough medicine tablets, ate 3 bags of hot Cheetos. By the time I went from the Family Dollar store, walking back to my boy's house, I was so fucked up and about to throw up that I literally was trying to get my friends to leave me in an alley to like just be like, I'll catch up with you guys later.
I got it, guys.
I was like, I'm gonna take a nap right here. And they're like, no, they basically dragged me back to the house. And it was a good night. That night I think we got picked up by some friends, and then we drove around, packed in probably a Ford Taurus that was way too overcrowded. People in the trunk. Yeah. Everyone, half of the people on cough medicine. Great times, man. Great
those
times.
Were the days, huh?
Though, that's what this country's built on, man.
Dude, I think the first time I ever got fucked up, I was like 14, and it was whatever. And my friend, her mom was like, not the best mom, so she would like let us get fucked up at her house.
I love those parents, man. Those parents are the backbone of America.
Yeah, she lived in Walled Lake. I don't know if we would go party at Walled Lake. And it was really fucked. It was fucked up how much like me and my friends weren't getting pussy. We were at this house. There was like, 3 or 4 girls, 3 or 4 of my buddies, and we bought condoms, but instead of using the condoms, like, to have sex, we just did the condom challenge with these girls. We filled up the condoms with water and just fucking dumped them on our heads and shit. And that was, it was a good time.
That does sound like a good time.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why you have to have another pack of condoms to like, to let them know that you have condoms.
Yeah.
And there's good ways to advance that.
Yeah.
That
I just thought I wasn't like allowed to get pussy.
And it's
these are the fun time condoms, and these are the
the game time.
The Gabe it's Gabe. Oh, that's funny. It's Gabe time.
No,
is that a game time?
What's fucked up is I actually got that from I think I was probably trying to steal weed from my mom or something, because I was in my mom's room and I found fucking lube. There's 2 different lubes. There was pregame and then game time. I was like, damn. I was like, my stepdad's getting it in, dude.
Dude, it's fucking game time, baby. Damn. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Stealing your parents' lube. I used to do that.
Yeah.
I would do that. Because I was curious. I was like, how does this feel when I jerk off? And I was like, this is great. Why have I been doing it dry this whole time? It's crazy.
It's fucked up. And some of the people that actually listen to this podcast, which is probably very few, but some of them probably know this story. But actually, in high school, a girl like I was sexting, and a girl was like, she's like, "Oh, I have a dildo," and I was like, "Oh, like you should send me pictures with it." And then she was like, "But the thing is, it's my mom's dildo." And I was like,
"What?
You should send me pictures with it." And she did.
Damn.
She did.
Nice.
Yeah, she did. And it was pretty cool. and pretty gross, dude.
Yeah, I have a
at
feeling
the same time.
it didn't get washed very much.
No, probably not.
I mean, you never know. Women are clean.
Yeah,
some women.
No,
I've met some women that are not clean.
I remember growing up. My friend Tim, and friend Alex, different Alex and
different
before.
Alex.
But we found one of their mom's dildo cases.
Ooh.
And I remember like someone opened the drawer. Is that when
you found out you were bisexual, dude? You're like, holy shit. He's fucking
I mean, it was
nice.
No, but this one was impressive because they pulled it out and there was like a case like as big as this notebook. And there was sectioned off. There was different dildos. There was a steel one, Jello one. There was 5 different dildos. And I remember we all joked about it because Alex, your mom has a dildo case that was probably bought separately, you know? And I remember one time my friend Tim, he dared me to touch one of them. And the reward was he would buy me ice cream from buy me a hot fudge brownie.
You got molested, dude.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, bet. I was like, I'm touching the dildo right now, man. Yeah. And I did. And he bought me the ice cream. Yeah. And that's how you know Tim was a fucking good man. A good man.
He stuck to his word, okay?
He stuck to his word and bought me that ice cream after touching Alex's mom's dildo. And that's
good.
It's good stuff, man.
I remember one time I was searching through my parents' walk-in closet. No big deal. Walk-in closet for weed because my dad's a heavy weed smoker.
I'm sure it was weed.
Yeah.
Honestly, with your petite size, you could probably fit into anybody in your family's clothes.
And it's a walk-in closet, or anybody's closet. It's a walk-in closet for me. Yeah. But I was looking for some weed, and I found. Not a naked picture of my mom, but certainly not a fully clothed one. So that sucked.
Yeah,
that
does
suck so bad.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, dude, where is it? I was like, bro, kill yourself. No.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, if I was your friend and you told me that, I would ask the same thing.
It sucked. I actually forgot about that until just now. I remember that.
And it's the trauma, and probably that's the part of the podcast I'm gonna have to edit out.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. All right, you got questions, dude? You got topics?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. I mean, well, we did a fun show recently, the Dirty Show.
Yes,
which that was fun, and I wanted to. Because you hosted both nights?
I didn't host both nights. No, I just hosted the night that you or no, did I host the night?
Yeah,
that
you
hosted okay. Night. Yes. But that was the only, and then I did it the Friday before, and I didn't host. Bombed both times. It was great. Yeah.
Well, that was just a unique show.
I mean, it was cool.
I mean, it's an erotic art show for people that don't know.
Dirty Detroit Art Festival.
Yeah,
baby.
And there's pictures of nude things and strippers. Nude people walking around, strippers everywhere, over reasonably priced beer. I would love to be back at the event. Reasonably priced
beer.
Dude,
I think my Bud Light was like $10.
Reasonably priced.
It wasn't a tall boy. It was just
beer.
It was insane. Reasonably. Yeah.
Priced beer.
Oh God.
What was your takeaway from that whole event? Dude, what was probably the craziest thing you saw? Was it the horse portrait?
The horse portrait really fucked me up, dude. It basically was just a horse tied up in bondage and with its horse pussy out, and other horses around it, and the worst part about it is I didn't care, it just didn't look like it was having a good time. If the horse looked like it was having a good time, maybe I'd be like, all right, maybe this is what it's into.
Yeah, I thought it was someone giving birth at first.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from far away what it is. And when you get close and you're like, holy, I thought about it for a week. I was like, I can't, this fucked me up. And come to find out, according to Jeremy, the guy who ran it, the guy who gave us that gig, he said that actually was not a portrait. That's not a painting. Those are taxidermied horses. That's a picture of horses.
Wow.
That somebody did that. Just when you thought taxidermy couldn't get any fucking weirder. God damn.
That's pretty cool.
I also didn't know horses had pussies like that, by the way. That's a crazy horse puss.
No, now that you're saying it did look like a.
I thought it was just like a fucking lady puss on a horse, but
yeah. Now that you're saying something, it did look like a lady puss. Yeah, I'm not saying it looked like a good pussy, but it looked like a a pussy.
Yeah, it was Puss in Boots. You know, it was,
there you go. One of the funniest
Puss in Hooves, I guess.
There you go. Damn, dude. Damn, that's gonna be your horse.
Yeah, Puss in Hooves. Dude. Yeah, I'm Mr. Hands, dude.
So I saw an interaction that I feel like I'm going to talk about for the longest time, and that's somebody we know was talking to, like, they saw somebody they knew, and it was a man in lingerie, and they went up to him, they dapped him up, whatever, and then they came back and they were like, oh, he just kind of gave me some sass for saying that he was like he gave him some sass for the pronouns. And he said, he, she, or like she,
yeah,
them.
she, yeah,
because he was in lingerie. But then as he said that, I watched the man go to the bathroom, tried to go to the bathroom, and he tried to go to the woman's bathroom. And at the dirty show, there was like security guards near the bathroom
because people are gonna try to fuck.
He got denied at the women's bathroom, and just straight, I saw a butch lady fucking walk out and point him the other way, and then he went the other way.
Damn.
And dude, I thought that was so interesting because, like, the dirty show is probably the most liberal place. You have trans people everywhere. You have people walking around half naked. But it seemed like that they probably had enough incidents where they had gender security guards at the bathrooms pointing traffic and defending.
That's actually so fucking funny, dude. Because, like, okay. Maybe the event is liberal. Those security guards were not, dude. No, those security guards were itching to just go outside and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Listen to Luke Bryant, probably.
Because I'll say, like, when I was going in the dude's bathroom, I didn't even realize what he was doing at first. He would just point me into the dude's one. I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, I know where to go, dude, you know? But yeah, I kept noticing that, and then I realized that whole thing, and I was like, "That's fucking funny."
Because I think obviously it's a very horny place, so I think people maybe in the past they didn't have guards for the bathroom, and people were going in there.
There's probably been some creeper incidents and stuff.
Yeah,
there was a dude literally going around in a trench coat, and he was when he would go to flash people, it'd be a blurred out box,
which is funny.
And I was like, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good bit. Dude, the fucking there was a guy there. He was like watching the strippers. Literally looked like the old man from Up, like the sweetest looking most innocent old guy, just fucking staring at these strippers, dude. And then like after like she was done performing, the guy like taps her and he was like, "Hey, can I take a picture?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And he like pulls out his fucking like camcorder, like fucking camera, flash on, takes a picture of her, and just walks away. I was like, dude, oh, that's crazy.
Like the guy from Up, dude.
You literally look like the old guy from Up, for real.
That is so sad, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That is so fucking sad.
Dude, he misses Peggy or whatever that bitch who died. I don't
Jesus.
know. Yeah.
A little too much.
She was actually a stripper. That's the lore they didn't add in the whole like sequence of their life together and her dying.
Have you ever been to the strip club?
I've never been to a strip club.
Oh man, it's quite the experience.
Yeah, I don't have any friends, so it's just like I don't have any boys to get hard with.
I mean, you got to get some boys to get hard with.
Yeah.
Dude. Drink some beers, get hard.
Because like I don't want to, dude. Imagine me going to a strip club by myself.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're with a girl, it's pretty cool.
That's great. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
My parents go to fucking Twin Peaks all the time.
That's awesome.
Which is like, I mean, it is sick.
It is awesome. Yeah. Your mom sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a nice body.
Yeah, from what I've heard on this podcast, she seems like someone I'd like to meet, Gabe. But back to the strip clubs, though.
Yeah.
The first time I went into a strip club was my 19th birthday.
Yeah, okay.
And I remember like I'm walking in and I'm high as fuck and I'm kind of like nervous. And it's a completely new strip club, and Jack White's Reaction is playing. So it's like, you got a reaction. And I'm just like, I'm nervous as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Sit down at the stage, and there's an old stripper named Ginger. Coming around, and it's $1 and you get titties in your face.
Oh, nice.
Like bare titties.
Yeah.
She gets to me.
Yeah.
And my boy Brendan puts his arm around me and he goes, "It's my boy's birthday."
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget this. The look on her face was just like, she knew what she was about to do.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, we got a birthday boy."
Oh, Jesus.
And at the time, I had really long hair, and I'd always wear a snapback backwards. So I'm just trying to paint you the picture.
Yeah.
There's a table in front of us. She then gets on the table in front of us on her knees, but her ass facing me. She puts her heels around my head and then brings my head in to ram into her ass. While that happens, I don't know what's happening, right? While she brings in, her heels click my hat, and my hat flies off, dude. So it goes.
Yeah.
And my friend said I had the biggest smile on my face because obviously you don't know what's going to happen. And my friends talk about that moment a lot. Yeah. But that's what happens at a strip club. Yeah. But also, I feel like it had to have been the same night. Only went there a few times.
Yeah, a couple times.
You know,
gotta see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah, we have a time like that. You're gonna come back.
Yeah, of course.
But I do remember a stripper coming up to us, like flirting with us, doing the whole stripper thing, like just talking about like music festivals and shit. Because my friends were all hippie looking, and like within 10 seconds, she's literally talking about her day. She's like, yeah, I had some PF Chang's earlier. My stomach's really messed up right now. Pause. So do any of you guys want a lap dance? And we're just like,
ooh, you didn't really sell it.
Yeah, you didn't sell it. PF Chang's?
PF Chang's pussy, dude. Yeah, I don't know if I don't want Chang's pussy, man.
Oh, that stank ass, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, it might taste like fucking sweet and sour chicken. You never know, dude. It might fucking
teriyaki.
Yeah.
Yeah, the strip clubs are.
Ginger was black, by the way. She was black. Imagine.
No, she was white.
She was white with red hair. Yeah, I'm assuming that's
exactly.
Right. Yeah. I just thought it'd be funny if she goes by Ginger, but she's just a black lady. I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, you got to go to some strip clubs, man.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
One time I went for my birthday, and SNL was playing in the background, and I was literally at the strip club, and Weekend Update was playing, and I was watching strippers. I was like, "This is the best birthday ever."
Sounds great.
Yeah, it was absolutely great.
I'll have to find some boys to get hard with. Maybe.
Let's see. You need to. Everyone needs some boys that you can get hard with at the strip club.
Yeah.
You know,
it's good. It's a good time.
You know, it is good times, man. Did you see that fucking Conor McGregor visited the White House today for St. Patty's Day?
No.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Damn, getting fucked up with Trump. That's kind of sick.
I tweeted that the coked out leprechaun is going to punch JD Vance's wife by the end of the night.
Punch JD Vance's wife
because I thought that was crazy. And it's funny. I've heard of a couple people. I know Rosie O'Donnell moved to Ireland. I've heard of a couple people talking about how they want to move to Ireland. And it's so funny because you think you're escaping America's problems. Conor McGregor nonstop talks about politics and of Ireland's politics on Twitter. Could you really? I really think in the next 20, 30 years, he at least becomes a predominant figure in Ireland politics.
Really?
Because he's very on the anti-immigration side.
Really? I mean,
that's why he's welcome to the Trump White House.
Yeah, I mean, why else? Yeah.
You know, those rape allegations never happened if you're anti-immigration.
Exactly, dude. The Republicans absolve you of your sins. Man.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So, but that's crazy. I saw that today, man. And I was just like, damn. He was doing this strutting around stuff. This dude definitely did some lines.
I want to see that. I want to see that Roadhouse movie that he's in. I haven't seen it,
dude. Did you see Did you see his his interviews leading up to that?
Mm-mm.
He was coked out as fuck. Like he was definitely going through some withdrawals. Like there was some interviews where he couldn't even talk, and like just definitely coked out, trying to talk about how good of an experience it was on the set of Roadhouse.
Yeah,
it's pretty sad.
Yeah,
pretty funny.
Yeah, dude, he looks fucking different.
Yeah. I want to see him fight again.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's happening.
I don't think it is either.
There's too many drugs in his system. He's made so much fucking money. Like it's like
I think he's supposed to box one of the Pauls now.
Really?
I think he finally gave in, and that's supposed to actually happen.
Oh my god.
That's actually supposed
let
to
him do coke at least. God, can we see one of the Pauls get beat up finally? Get knocked out or something?
At this point, I'm gonna wish for just violence to happen.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. That's a joke.
Yeah. Can you hit him with the Connor? Hit him with the Peaky Blinders shit. Put some razor blades in your fucking gloves or something.
Jake and Logan Paul are like the Make-A-Wish kids. You wish never made it. You know, never made it. You know.
Yeah.
You know they got it too good, man.
But I also heard they're like the fucking dickheads in high school that you didn't like, that you're like, oh, they're gonna go nowhere in life, and it's like, oh, actually no, they're the richest, most famous people ever. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see them being complete douches, but you know what? At least they made something out of themselves.
They're good businessmen.
Yeah,
they're
definitely
smart with like the internet and stuff.
Dude,
like, they know how to like work that shit.
Logan Paul's pretty respected in WWE, man.
I heard he's pretty good. Like he's pretty good in WWE.
Yeah. It's fucked up. It's stupid. Pisses me off.
Yeah.
When he gets booked.
Yeah. And Ken Wood doesn't.
Yeah, no, but here's what I'm saying. Like, he gets booked at the Elimination Chamber in the main event. Everyone knows he's not going to win. So why? Could you imagine grinding your entire career to get overlooked by a TikToker? I mean, dude, we're comedians, so that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
To everyone we know.
I mean, we're literally doing a podcast right now, the laziest shit you could ever do.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, and we're gonna try to clickbait this too.
Yes, clickbait it as fuck.
I'm gonna try to fucking spam this boy out, slut it out, pour it out, to just hopefully piss off some people, because that's how you know you did clickbait. Right?
Yes, yeah, you make them mad. Yeah.
How did you get into comedy?
I was always kind of like a fucking, like, I was always making people laugh, like in school and stuff, and like I liked doing that, and that's how I could like, get people to like me.
Right.
So I was like, I always liked that. And then I don't really know what happened, because for like the longest time, I was kind of like resigned to like, I'm going to have a mediocre life. But I've always had like visions of like trying to like, as fucked up and cliche as it sounds, like be famous, be like a star and shit. Okay. And I was like, I like making people laugh. Let's just fucking try it. Because also all the things that I learned, just comedy, like podcasts and stuff for comedians, and I love comedy. So I was like, let's just do it. So I literally just looked up open mics nearby, and what came up was Punchline, and that was the first place I ever did stand up was Punchline Comedy Lounge in Southfield.
Yeah, Black Comedy Club. Okay, how was that? How did that go?
I actually did like decent. Like I got some good laughs, because like I had a joke about like, because my ex-girlfriend is a black girl, so I had like a lot of like material about that I could go into, and just basically just kind of making fun of myself and my tiny white penis. And they're like, that's fucking this guy. This guy.
That's okay. That's interesting. Yeah. So, and you mentioned earlier that you threw house parties to get people to like you.
Yeah. I just want people to like me. I just really need people to like me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because every comedian is like an attention seeker. In their own way.
Yeah.
It's like a weird narcissism. Mm-hmm. I forgot my question that was going into this. Do you still talk to a lot of the people in high school that you went to high school with, or no?
I used to, up until I started doing stand-up, because a lot of my friends that were in high school were just like fucking annoying losers, And one time my best friend of 13 years tried to fight my girlfriend, and I was like, this is okay.
Like fist fight, actually.
Like so what happened was like,
damn, that is some white person shit.
Yeah, he was black. I mean, it makes sense. He was trying to beat up a white girl.
Yeah. There you go. Stereotypes are real sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah. But like, basically, he was on and off with this girl that like came to my house for like these parties and stuff, and like he was ignoring her. This was when they were like off. They were on again off. This was when they were off, and he was like ignoring her. And this girl was like friends with my girlfriend, so like this girl started crying, and my girlfriend got upset that she was crying, and then she got upset with my buddy, and so she went up to him and like pushed his head like a little bit, and then like turned to like walk away. She like called him an asshole or something, and then he shoved her as hard as he could like into the wall. And I was like, okay, buddy, you have to go. Yeah. And he was a big dude, and I was like, I'm not gonna fight you, but you have to get the fuck out of here. This is insane. And then come to find out a couple days later, he was like, I would have beat that fucking bitch's ass. And I was like, dude, you're literally, I've known, he changed though. He wasn't always like this aggressive guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I haven't seen probably any of them since that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard not to make racist jokes right now. So hard.
Yeah. Yeah. He could be a football player, honestly. You know,
he could be.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Beat women and score touchdowns, dude.
Specifically white women.
No, seriously. If you look at you could go up with a compilation video of football players beating women.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's pretty. Yeah.
And he doesn't have any CTE. And you know what's fucked up? I probably could have fucked him up if I wanted to, because he has fucking OI, which is like a brittle bone disease. So it's like, dude, I'll just fucking break every bone in your fucking body, bro.
Yeah. What is so? How are you gonna do that though? You're gonna push him down the stairs while he's
down yeah, I don't know.
Like, hey man, come up here.
Yeah.
Come up here.
Yeah.
And get him from the side.
Yeah. He had flat feet. Say he was not coordinated. I could have, but I was like, he shoved her like he shoved her pretty fucking hard. She didn't fall over and stuff. But I mean, it's still like, I mean, insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, but then afterwards, I also talked to her. I was like, hey, you know, you did instigate that. As fucked up as it is of what he did. I mean, I did kick him out, but I was like, you're also like wrong for that. I get you, but because she was also one of those girls who just like, she likes the drama, you know? And she was like, it's like, cause like the girl that was crying was like her friend. She didn't actually even really like her. It's like, you don't give a fuck. Yeah. What are you doing?
Wow. That sounds like some white trash drama right there.
Yeah. I mean,
trashy drama, man.
As
some good reality television right there, man.
As nice of an area that we did live in, all my friends were just so trash, dude.
Yeah.
Just such trash. I remember fucking one time we were partying and like my buddy was like, yeah, we were all fucked up. He was like, hey, you want to go like chill in the car and like smoke or whatever? And I was like, sure, I get whatever. I don't know why are we going in the car? And he was like, then he like turned the fucking engine on. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And then he just pulls out, starts like driving like fast as fuck through the neighborhood, like weaving in and out, and the girls in the car like laughing and stuff. And all I could think about is us crashing and everybody screaming in pain. I was like, bro, let me out. I'll walk home. Just let me out. I don't like, what are we doing?
So you were the voice of reason in
that
moment.
Yes. I was the voice of reason the whole friendship, the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
With everyone. It was exhausting being this fucking smartest, funniest, coolest person in the room. But really, it was kind of weird going from them, just absolute morons who don't know how to riff, to just hanging out with comedians. Because I went from being like the funniest person in the room to like probably like the least funniest person in the fucking room. It was weird.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Yeah. And also, well, I was asking just because I do feel like comedy like just does change your life in certain, it changes relationships like with everybody, girlfriends, friends, family members. Yeah. You start being that weird guy. And then like sometimes like talking to comedians, you'll realize you're in a group of like very diverse people of like ages, race, backgrounds.
Right, exactly.
Like,
yeah. A lot of my friends are a lot older than me too, which is fun. But it is strange because like I hang out with comedians so much, and then when I'm not around comedians, I'll just say insane shit because I forget that I'm not around people who like fucking get it, and everybody's like at work too. I'll be like make a fucking insane joke, and they're like, "Bro, what?" I was like, nothing. Never mind. Because I forgot something. This girl at work was talking about her brother, and then I said some joke about her brother or whatever fucking something, and she was just like, huh? And I was like, never mind. And I just walked away and just went back to tossing salad, dude. You
gotta be careful nowadays, man. You get an HR case real fast, man. Absolutely real fast.
Yeah, I was like, whatever, dude.
Who are some of your comedy idols? Like
comedy
you look
idols
up to, or like
local? Because I have like a lot of local guys that I do look up to.
Let's not talk about local guys.
Okay, we don't have to talk about local guys.
Let's talk about locals.
Yeah, we'll talk about famous
Unless
guys.
It's somebody I like. Let's not talk about locals.
I mean,
I'm feeling pretty bitter right now.
Really? Oh, okay.
No,
yeah,
really.
I mean, you are about to move. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. But I think probably unfortunately, I mean, whatever. The comedian that I look up to the most is Shane Gillis. I do feel like, and which sucks because I like do like adopt a lot of his like mannerisms and shit, and I'm like, I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah,
I have to.
I find myself doing that too.
Yeah.
And not even like I've hardly even watched like lengthy stand-up specials of his or anything like that. I've never watched a full one.
The problem is like I listen to Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast like all the time, so like I'm like adopting like the way that they talk too, and like the way that they tell stories, and I'm like, I feel like this is just what am I doing? I find like my own voice, I don't know.
Yeah, and you'll get that with overtime. How long have you been doing comedy?
It was a year in December, so a year and 3 months now.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, you're still new to the game.
Yeah.
I got to get some better podcasts. Yes. Because goddamn.
Yeah, I have no influence or power or anything. It's gonna get no views. It's okay. It's whatever.
No, it's fine. I like you because I know we talked about this, and you asked me like, oh, when should we do that? And I was like, you know what? Let's do this fucking soon because I need to get people on.
Yeah.
I've promised so many people to get on.
Yeah.
And half of them, I'm like, damn.
Fuck you guys who hasn't been on yet or whatever. I'm fucking before you.
Me months ago.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
Yeah. I'm just a special boy. That's all.
Yeah. It's just I'm too busy, man. I work on stand-up sketches, a solo podcast.
Yeah.
Like, trying to do clips.
Yeah. Try not to jump in front of the train when it comes by. That's seriously. Tough. That's a struggle.
Yeah, seriously. How does it feel to be a white guy in the Detroit comedy scene?
I actually like because my ex-girlfriend, I don't know why I always say this, but I say my ex-girlfriend was black. Like she's not black anymore. She is black.
Yeah.
So like I can do like some bits that do work for like a black crowd and stuff, and it's fine. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel alienated in your whiteness?
In my whiteness? No.
I don't know where that came from.
It is. I mean, it is obviously, uncomfortable being the only white guy in the room. At black clubs and like black rooms, it's like jarring because like I'm not used to. I'm never like before comedy. That's like never happened. Like,
I get that. White guy from Troy.
Yeah, I mean, actually, it did. I had a little bit of practice going to Black Thanksgivings and stuff. That was interesting. Yeah,
eating the collard greens and the cornbread.
Fucking great food, by the way. Nice job, black people.
Yeah,
keep it up. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up playing basketball, so being around black people is not like a big. Plus, I'm so close to Detroit. I know Troy's a little bit out there, but like,
it's like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah. Growing up, because I have black cousins, I always thought the world was more interracial than it was. Like I always thought that like, growing up with black cousins on both sides of the family, I always thought I was like, oh, everyone has black cousins, because the world is just mixed.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
I have Asian cousins, but I don't remember any black. All right.
Good role models though.
Yeah. Japanese.
Do they stick to their culture?
No, because they're technically half Asian. My aunt is Japanese, but she's also she's second generation, so she's like not even like she's like so fucking American and like fucking likes country music and stuff. Like they're not even like it doesn't even count.
Some fucking country Asians, dude. I love it, man. That's what I call assimilating. That's a pretty fucked up joke in a way. Some people are gonna get that. Do you have any favorite conspiracies? This is something I ask everybody.
Okay, yeah. Well, I do. I watch this YouTube channel that does like a lot of conspiracies. Don't know how true they are, but it's like animated and stuff. It's not like they'll draw pictures in Ken Burns style, pan across like the pictures and stuff.
So it's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch, but the women think it's boring. Whatever, fuck them.
They know.
Yeah, but it's a lot. It's called bedtime stories on YouTube. I don't know why they call it that, but it's anywhere from like.
So you can say that you listen to bedtime.
I listen to bedtime stories, dude. I'm a little boy. All right, whatever. But yeah, they're like it's anywhere from like supernatural shit, like cryptids or whatever. What I really enjoy most is when they do like episodes about like aliens and stuff. They did a 3-part thing where it was about the it was called The Mysteries of the Third Reich, Nazis. And they talk about how like Hitler like he like found like not him specifically, but like the Nazis found like crashed UFOs. They found this thing called the Glock, which is just like means the bell in German. And it supposedly they were trying to figure out how it works because they could get it to like levitate, but it would like melt everybody in the vicinity and shit. And apparently it could like fucking go through time and stuff like that. There's also another one where it's about like the moon landing and like Neil Armstrong and shit, and them like seeing a floating craft next to their ship as they're going to the moon.
Oh, damn.
And shit. And then when they landed there, this was apparently redacted from like what Neil Armstrong said. But as they were setting up their like instruments to like test the soil, apparently it kept getting like knocked over and shit or whatever. Like when they would like turn around or something, when they would go do something else, they would come back and it would be like fucking knocked over and shit. And then Mission Control was like, hey, can you set up those instruments again? And then apparently this was his quote or what was redacted. But he was basically like, I mean, I will, but I'm afraid that the men on the ridge will knock it over again. There's just, I don't know.
Okay.
Just like, I guess, aliens on the moon. And apparently there was also another one about the moon. There's a train, baby.
Yeah.
Where like it was Russian cosmonauts when they landed on the moon, like for the second time, they found some of their like from previous missions, they found like dead cosmonauts with like their fucking like helmets like smashed in, like something like punched it, and like it's like their fucking ship was all like scratched up and stuff. So that's the kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like. Yeah.
Wow, that last one's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's probably like what, like space giants or like black guys or something.
Yeah, black guys, space black guys. Yeah, that's what Space Jam is about.
Space black guys. Dude, Space Jam is such a good fucking movie.
Spaceship.
Yes, the original Space Jam.
Oh, Space Jam. Sorry, I thought you said spaceship. I was like,
no.
Yeah,
Space Jam.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
the original
movie. Yeah, man, fuck the one with LeBron.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
Sucked ass.
I saw it in theaters.
Really?
I did. But the original Space Jam, you start out with Michael Jordan.
I'm sorry, wait. You saw it in theaters with like what? The little boy you were molesting? Did he want to go and see it? What was?
Yeah, I mean I grew up watching the original Space Jam.
Okay, so you're hype.
Yeah,
you're hype. You got hard with your boys.
My legal of age girlfriend.
Okay, all right.
Went to go see it, but it couldn't top the original. The original starts out with Michael Jordan shooting hoops. You got R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly, playing in the background.
Ooh, holy shit!
And he's just shooting hoops, making swish after swish.
Yeah, that's tight.
He's
Bugs Bunny comes in or whatever the fuck.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Does his thing.
Yep. That's Bill Murray's in it.
Oh, really?
Bill
I forgot. I haven't seen that in so long.
Oh yeah. That's you can't beat it, dude.
No.
The fact that R. Kelly's in it too, man.
Yeah.
Well, his music is in it.
Yeah.
Just it's true. It's fucking bliss, man. I used to sell cell phones in the back of a Walmart. I didn't work for Walmart, but I worked for like a third party cell phone company that worked in the back of Walmart. Yeah. And we would deal with fraud a lot. Like people from Detroit coming in, stealing people's identities, and then trying to buy an iPhone under someone's name so that they could deactivate the service and then sell the iPhone for like double the value.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, and my company sucked because a lot of times it was like, oh, let the system catch the fraud. It's like this dude is not Chip Harrington from Farmville Hills, you know? Yeah. But one time I remember a dude, we were talking about conspiracies, and then this black guy just started going off about how R. Kelly's innocent, Bill Cosby's innocent.
Jeez.
And they're being set up by the government because they're black. And he was
guy was Chip Harrington.
Yeah. Yeah. He was standing on business with that shit.
Yeah.
And
paper bag in his hand.
Yeah. No, but that job was fucking crazy. Yeah. And it's a pretty big business frauding cell phones. But it makes you think that if, Bill Cosby's case got overturned.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he was right.
Dude, you never know. I mean,
we weren't.
What are the odds 40 women are going to lie?
Yeah.
Come
on. 40 women couldn't even plan a wedding shower or something. Come on.
Yeah.
You think they're all...
Yeah.
I'm glad that's 50 minutes in.
Yep.
So no one sees that one.
Yeah, I say insane shit late into my podcast because I'm like, dude, it doesn't even fucking matter.
No one's gonna watch that.
It doesn't matter.
There's a couple moments in the past 2 podcasts where I hope that certain people don't look it up.
Yeah, SNL's not gonna search this deep into the fucking.
Not at all. Not at all. And I feel like with Shane Gillis too, man. That whole podcast fucking debacle.
That was fucking dumb. The thing. Did you see what he was saying that what he got canceled for?
Like the Chinese stuff.
Yeah, the Chinese dude. That shit was hilarious.
But here's the thing.
That was so fucking funny.
But here's the thing. I didn't really realize at the time why he was such an easy target. And even when he hosted SNL for the first time, more like footage came out or recordings came out of him on Compound Media. Do you know what Compound Media is? It's kind of affiliated with like Gas Digital, but it's like Compound Media is like it's a group of podcasters, podcast, network shows. Yeah. And they are notorious for like it's white guys saying the N-words and shit like
I think
that.
I've seen those clips. I think I do know what you're talking about.
There is a Shane Gillis clip where he's like, oh, and I'm going to have to say the N-word because I'm on Compound Media. Yeah. He says it. Yeah. And it's like funny. Yeah. It's funny, And but I didn't realize that. I'm like, oh, he was on Compound Media and SNL hired him. And then some journalist was just knew right away. Yeah. I can find something to cancel this guy on. If he was more of a right-wing comedian on Compound Media, he was easy bait. And
for sure.
It's really sad what happened. Well, no, honestly, no, it's not. Now
it's actually kind of good what happened.
Now it's good. At first it was definitely sad, but now he's way better off.
Oh yeah.
And I mean SNL, honestly, at this point SNL doesn't really produce stars like
dude, that's what I'm saying. I was literally thinking this the other day. It's like, dude, I don't even obviously I can't imagine I would ever be able to get on SNL. But if I did audition and they liked me, I don't know if I'd even want to do it because it's like there's so many like besides maybe like Pete Davidson, there's so many comedians on there that I'm like I don't even know like who you are, like I don't. It just seems it's also like you have to be in New York week after week, and it's like I wouldn't want to be. I want to fucking do the road. Like I want to go and like travel and shit.
The road seems cool, but SNL's like it's kind of the pinnacle of like you're gonna have a career in comedy, no matter what.
For sure.
And I think like I don't know, like I basically know the whole cast and like, but some people like, do you know Kyle Mooney and Beck Bennett, like those guys? So their sketch group that I used to watch before they got on SNL. They got on SNL.
Oh, maybe actually I probably do if I saw their face. I'm sure I would.
Beck Bennett, Kyle Mooney were on there for like 7 years.
I believe I actually do. Now that I think about it, it's 2 white guys, right? And then the one guy has like long kind of wavy-ish hair. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
But even them,
they're very funny.
Yeah, they're very funny, but their sketches were hilarious and like SNL used them in a weird certain way.
Yeah.
To where like you didn't really
it didn't work like it didn't like
I mean they were on there for 7 years.
Beck
was one of their main generic looking white guys playing the male bachelor, and Kyle got to do his weird characters, and sometimes like in the middle of the episode they also had their original director from their sketch group, so like they would do sketches where you could tell like, oh, this is just them working on something and doing a digital short, and like those were really funny. But like they were kind of placed on a shelf for 7 years.
Yeah,
their careers were only on SNL, and now they're both off of it, and they're probably writing for a bunch of stuff. Right. But like they right before they got SNL, they were shooting a pilot show for Comedy Central. So like, could you imagine if they didn't get SNL? Right. And they had something else, they could be way bigger.
Exactly. And also I feel like because me wanting so much attention and wanting to be extremely famous, as fucked up as that is, I feel like you can be, more famous, bigger without SNL. Like it's probably easier without SNL.
Yeah. I just think you always have to have something solo going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Presence, especially in today's world of podcasting and whatever. But also podcasting kind of sucks.
Yeah, well, it's also everybody has a podcast, and it's like the market is so saturated. It's like, how can you even like?
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, with my podcast, shout out the Full Body Podcast on YouTube, not Gabe Comedy. I feel like what I'm just trying to do with it is really just mining bits out of it, and also just like practicing talking for like a long time with a microphone. That's really not necessarily trying to make this podcast super huge. I mean, it'd be awesome. I'd love to do it. I'm going to do everything that I can to do that, but that's not like, the idea behind it.
Yeah. No, I feel like my solo one, that's fun to do, honestly.
Yeah.
It's fun to like, cause I just want my own daily show, and now I've basically
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And honestly, it's cool because like I can just kind of say whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
And also having a clip go viral from it,
right.
I'm like, this is I need to go.
Yeah,
I need to do this.
Keep doing this. Yeah, and that's what I need to do is just edit clips and stuff, and write funny jokes for it.
Yeah, shit. Because I feel like looking at that clip, I'm like, everything just came together right. It's like just spending years learning shit of like, it has a hook sentence, it has nostalgia, it has everything, it gets down to the point. It's like 20 seconds long.
That's perfect.
Doing the hashtags the right way to where it hits the algorithm in a certain way.
Yeah, doing especially because what I try to do with my clips for my stand-up, even though whatever, I guess it's burning my material, but I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Whatever. I try to say the most insane thing I can, like right away, to get like people's attention, and not have it be like a minute long, have it be like anywhere from 15 to like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's got to get down to the point right away. And I would almost like put like a title on top of it to where like people just know, oh, this is about bananas, or this is about, right away.
Yep.
And like I did hear, I forget what it is, I think it's like Pete Lee. He was on a podcast and he was talking about like the goal, like he does a lot of stand-up clips on TikTok, and it like completely changed his life. But he was talking about like the goal is to like not make something that's necessarily funny, but something that someone's gonna send to their friend,
right?
Okay. And with the clip that I had go viral, it was about 2008 comedy movies, and I literally, dude, it had like 30,000 shares and then 20,000 likes. So people were just sending it.
Yeah.
And then the likes continuously creeped up past it. So I'm like, damn, I did that right.
Yeah.
But now, like, you don't want to force it, but it's like, how do I do that again?
Yeah, dude. How do you keep doing that? Yeah. But yeah, Joseph, shout out Joseph Naaman and the P-Boys, or actually, fuck them. Dude. Yeah, fuck the P-Boys, dude.
We were gonna talk about that, Gabe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know his. You were probably gonna give him a compliment for his clips.
Yeah,
but I do know that there was a P-Boys scandal, an abuse scandal. That
a little bit of.
That's kind of hard for you to talk about in ways.
I was just,
do you? I mean, we're almost an hour in. I feel like it might be time to get down to this P-Boy scandal. I know it can be emotional for you, and I know that these men that you once called your friends,
I once called them brothers. Really,
brothers, honestly. Family. Wow, it's moving.
They fired me.
Yeah, but to my understanding, it was under wrongful terms.
Oh, you could say that, yeah.
Oh, man. Could you just give us a little insight into the what you described earlier to me off camera as a pattern of disrespect, humiliation, and physical and emotional abuse?
Well, see, Joseph, unknown to me, when he asked me to be a part of the P-Boys, I was under the impression that we were going to, it's a comedy podcast. We're going to be doing comedy. We're going to be telling jokes. But little did I know that he was trying to use my good looks to his advantage.
Okay.
And I don't like that. I feel objectified,
Okay.
And he would tell me, he could get me on the Sam Talent episode.
Wow. So he made you a bimbo, a comedy
basically
bimbo.
And he has a couch in his studio, and it's he. I'm sorry.
What did he do with the couch?
He thought it would be funny if I had sex with the couch like JD Vance. I told him no, I didn't want to do it, and he said, if you don't do this, you're fired. And that was my final straw, honestly.
Wow.
I felt so humiliated and undignified with the it would happen over and over again, honestly. Just this sort of abuse and the things that they would do.
Wow. And were the other P-Boys involved in this scandal? I heard that Maybe a Mr. Lemonsack was involved. My notes show.
He made me touch his lemon sack.
Wow.
I didn't want to.
I would hope not.
I felt pressured. I felt dirty.
Wow, this is moving.
I can't.
This is truly a scandal of a proportion that is hard to come to terms with, because it is the Metro Detroit's #1 podcast.
The P-Boys. I just don't feel safe around them anymore at open mics. You know, I don't know. I want to get a restraining order against them because they make me so uncomfortable. He would come up to me like after the podcast, he would like give me like a back rub and tell me like I was doing such a good job, you know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I just, I can't. Sorry. Wow. It's hard to talk about.
Yeah.
It really is. I just, there's a lot that I blocked out, just so I just don't have to compartmentalize it. I don't have to think about it,
It's probably because of your small size, small petite, twink-like size.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm glad that's going to be the theme of the podcast.
We're coming for you guys. Just so you know, you're getting fucking sued.
Yeah, it's like a wrestling promo. Where I'm like, I got a new member of the podcast. You know who he is. It's Gabe. I'm leaving the P-Boys.
Yeah.
Wow.
The thing about the black people is, brother.
I was going to say, have the P-Boys ever had a black person on? But yeah, they have.
They have.
Yeah, they have. It's probably one.
I believe they had Cliff on.
Yeah, and they had Floyd
Cliff
on.
Lamar. They had Floyd. I don't know if Floyd necessarily counts as a black guy.
Well,
but
he was on my podcast.
Yeah,
so we're gonna say
that's a diversity.
Yeah, he is a black guy in that terms.
Now that I'm single, I want to get women on my podcast just because now it won't be like a problem. I want to get female comedians because there are quite a few female comedians I do find funny.
Yeah, there's a few.
All right.
Dude, every podcast it just gets to fucking white dudes talking about females.
Yeah, it's like these fucking bitches. They ain't even know it's
you're
like
only getting booked because you're a fucking slut. Fucking.
Which honestly, not even that they're like a slut. It's just that they are beautiful women, and it's like sleazy.
Okay, let's be honest.
I am being honest.
There's a couple like women that if like comedians had rappers like nicknames, we would call them Two Fingers. That's what it takes for them to get booked, man.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
hating. You gotta play the game.
Play the game, dude. And it does suck that is. I mean, it would be tough, obviously being a woman in comedy because like it's like do they like me because I'm funny or because they want to see my tits? It's like because the twink like myself, I have experienced that with some gay comedians that I'm like, okay, all right, you actually think I'm funny or is this what's happening?
Okay.
Yeah. Cause like, I mean, that's the only reason why I'm on this podcast right now. Cause fucking Ken wants to fuck me. I mean,
exactly.
That's the whole thing, dude.
Got the twink.
Should I unzip this one?
Yeah, do it. Yeah. I have a thing for guys that kind of look like a very small version of myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If only I still had that haircut. I used to have your haircut, dude.
You look like my Funko Pop.
Yeah.
What's funny though is recently I've had two black male comedians say that I look like Prince Charming, and I'm just like, that's just interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's just
because great
compliment.
Yeah. The thing with the black people is,
I
feel like
look like Prince Charming at some point.
I feel like they also don't understand what like attractive white guys look like, because it's like it's not us,
No,
it's not me and you.
No.
Because it's funny because like there's like super famous like white like actors that like I'll talk to like my black friends and they don't know who that is. I'm like, all right, yeah, you don't know what's going on. But it's the same thing with like famous black actors that I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't know who they are, dude. I don't know.
I know Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, that guy. No, he's apparently some bitch broke her teeth at like at the what was it, the first Black Panther movie, because she was clenching her jaw so hard at Michael B. Jordan because he was so hot, and she like fucking like
Jesus.
Yeah.
That is some feral shit.
Yeah.
Some
women are horny, which is surprising to me.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Women get horny, dude. That's insane.
Do you have any like crazy stories growing up?
We kind of we did.
We kind of talked.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that a little bit.
Is there anything you got to get off your chest?
Let me think.
I'll start with one.
Okay, yeah.
When I was like, I think going into 9th grade.
When I was 13.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Justin Bieber song.
But I think I was like 13 or 14, and me and my friends got into an egging houses phase.
What is that?
Like egging houses.
Oh,
like
egging. Okay.
Egging houses, yeah. And so when we were 13 or 14, we would go around and we would egg a bunch of houses. And like one night we bought 24 eggs, and there was probably 5 or 6 kids. Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought you said AA houses. I was like, you would break into like fucking Alcoholics Anonymous. All right. Anyways, sorry. Yeah.
But one night we, there's a Circle K in Wyandotte, and we went behind the Circle K.
Yeah.
We were thinking about what houses are we going to egg. And my friend Eli, he noticed that there was a party going on right behind the Circle K. People in the backyard and stuff.
I'm sorry. I thought it was just behind the Circle K. That's some fucking Wyandotte shit.
Well, like, no, just there's
partying in the parking lot of a supermarket is insane.
But there's a backyard party going on and like a privacy fence. We're standing behind it. And my friend Eli is like, we should egg this house. We should egg this house. I was the voice of reason at first. And I was like,
guys,
Eli, we shouldn't do that. They're going to send people out and they're going to find us. You know, we're a group of kids.
Yeah.
And I remember Eli going, what are you, a pussy? And I was like, yeah, I'm a pussy. And I threw the first egg.
Damn, dude.
We unleashed 2 cartons of eggs on this fucking party.
Fuck, dude.
And then we all ran away.
Yeah.
And like idiots, we all stayed together. And then we walked out of an alley, and an undercover cop pulled up and got out and knew right away that we were guilty of it. And they searched us. They found broken eggs in my friend's pockets because he wouldn't.
Dumbass.
Yeah. And so we found out that we egged a 3-year-old's birthday party.
Oh my God. Was this the middle of the day? I thought it was nighttime.
It was night, dude. It was night.
Oh my God.
And they said that these people were just sitting there enjoying this party, and eggs started going down and smashing against the house. It got in the food. They said one of the eggs broke and got on the 3-year-old that it was her birthday.
God damn, dude.
And they could have charged us for property damage and everything. Bro. And they didn't, because we were some good old white kids, you know.
You got to use that white privilege.
Yeah, boys will be boys.
Yeah,
you know.
Boys will be boys.
And
egg a 3-year-old. Do you talk about this on stage? You should. I mean, I don't know. You probably don't want to seem like a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, not like a piece of shit.
You threw the first egg, dude.
I know. Dude. I know. It's because someone called me a pussy.
He who was without sin cast the first fucking egg.
Yeah,
dude.
I was the voice of reason, dude, and I gave him to the peer pressure.
Imagine Jesus giving it to peer pressure. It's like, guys, come on, let's not stone this lady. It's like, what are you, a fucking pussy? Like, yeah, dude, I'm a pussy. Right at her fucking temple.
Yeah, it honestly is like that, though. Now, I kind of want to just go back.
But instead, it was a 3-year-old.
Yeah. I want to go back to that house and be like, do you guys remember that? Like, hopefully they still live there. And they'll be like, yeah. They're like, are you here to like give us money or something? Like, no, I just want to say sorry. I shouldn't have done that when I was 13. You know, think about that quite often. Yeah. And also, like,
you're just like psych, and you just throw the fucking egg at her again, dude. Right at her fucking face.
But it's funny. I don't know. Downriver's just trashy like that, you know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're a part of it. Yeah.
No,
you're a part of the problem.
This is it's the culture down here.
Yeah,
I remember
to throw eggs at 3-year-olds.
Well, to just do trashy things
that's
by
a trashy
nature.
Thing. Yeah,
that's a pretty trashy thing. I remember, this is not really random, but in terms of trashiness, it's up there. I remember me and my friends were walking, me and my two friends, and one friend was trashier than me. He came from a trashier household. And the other friend, not really trashy. Like, I mean, like his family, psychiatrist, you know, he had to go to military school because he was snorting Xanax in his room. But, you know, it's different levels of trashy.
Yeah.
But I remember in 6th grade, we were walking and we saw a ghetto-looking white man walking like this, like hobbling. And he looked hurt. And we say, "Hey, man, are you all right?" And this dude literally pulls the rag that he has from his leg, and he goes, "Nah, man, I just got stabbed." And he pulls the rag from his leg, and this is burned into my head. I've never seen blood fall that fast from just fall that fast. It literally went from here to here in a split second, Gabe. Like literally walking, went down his leg fast as fuck, and we were like, "Oh." We were like, "Do you want us to call?"
Yeah, that's because his blood is mixed with fucking alcohol. That's why it ran so fast.
Yeah, is it?
It's not thick anymore, dude.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
No, I was just saying because he's probably drunk. I don't know.
Yeah. But he's walking like that, and no, dude, I just got stabbed. Fucking gushing blood. We're like, dude, should we call 911? Call you an ambulance?
It's probably hit a fucking artery. That's why it was going so.
Yeah, probably. It's close.
Oh my god.
And then he goes, we're like, "Should we call for help? Call 911?" And he's like, "No, I'm good." And we literally just watched him walk into his house, close the door, and we didn't do shit. We were 12 years old and we didn't do shit.
All right. I wouldn't have done shit either.
We didn't even tell our parents.
Yeah. Bro's fine.
We didn't even tell our parents. Yeah. We literally were like, "That's fucked up. Oh my God. Let's go play Halo." like that. And I think that says something to the culture of Downriver and the culture of snitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches, dude. Snitches get stabbed in the leg, and you just have to not go to the hospital.
But
you're not allowed. You're not allowed.
That's some true Downriver white trash shit, though, man.
Dude, I remember back in middle school, me and my buddy, we were walking back to my house after school, and we found an entire unopened like half gallon of vodka in the snow. It was like stuck in the snow,
okay,
like in front of this like by the trash of like this person's like house. And we took it, and we were such goody two shoes little bitches. I just gave it to my dad.
Really,
dude. And we like high school. When high school came around, we were thinking about that, and I was like, dude, the amount of times we would like ride around on our bikes trying to find open garages to steal alcohol.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that would have been so nice to find as a fucking teenager.
And I'm glad you almost said that, because like this happened in St. Patty's Day when I was a junior in high school. One Friday, I think the St. Patty's Day was that Saturday or Sunday, and that Friday, I heard from some more ghettoer kids, I guess.
Yeah.
They were like, we're gonna break into this kid's dad's garage and steal his liquor because he has a really fancy liquor collection. And that wasn't my main group of friends, but they told my main group of friends. We were like, "Oh, whatever," So that Friday we got drunk, and then that Saturday we were all like just shooting basketball at a random park. The ghetto group of kids pull up in a car, and they're like, "Do you guys want free booze?" And we're like, "Fuck yeah!" And they were like, "Yeah." Like, dude, they gave us. Someone got a.
They robbed the whole stash.
They robbed the whole stash. They broke in. They broke in, and the dad was pissed, and the dad knew it was them, and the dad was going to go after them in a weird way. I don't know what happened to that, because I wasn't a part of that friend group. Really.
In a weird way.
He was going to try to shoot them, kill them.
Yeah, that's
hurt
fun.
them.
That's fun.
I wasn't a part of that friend group, so I wasn't really a part of that drama. I just got free booze, and I remember I got a fifth of like some cognac or something. Like it was fancy booze.
Yeah,
someone got a fifth of Patron. Someone got a fifth of Hennessy. Someone got a fifth of like. But like people were looking up, like I remember 1/5.
That's got to be like $1,000 in fucking.
If they were giving it away to people who weren't in their main group, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I remember I was so geeked. I remember someone sold their bottle, because it was a $50 bottle, and they got like $40, I think, from it. It's selling it to somebody. But that was pretty awesome.
Crazy,
man.
Dude.
Pretty awesome.
Oh my God. This reminded me of a story. Just when you said the dad was going to go after them in a weird way. This reminded me of it was actually, so me and my buddy, we would go to this park at like night, like late as fuck, to go smoke and shit. And like one night we didn't have any weed and shit, and we were like, fuck, we were just like chilling at the park, and this like German dude like pulled up and just started sitting at the bench, and he was like rolling up a joint, and he was like, "Hey, do you guys want to smoke?" And it was like fucking 3 a.m, and we were like, "Hell yeah, dude!" And it turns out that this guy went to like a this like really like prestigious, not prestigious, but like really smart kid high school. And he hated it there because he was like from Germany, and all of his friends would like smoke weed and get fucked up, and he had to go and like be around all these Asian and Indian kids who like wouldn't do shit. And like we like
how old was this man?
This guy we were probably like 16 at the time. I think he was like about to graduate, so he was like 18. Yeah, so he wasn't like, it was wild how we met this guy, and we became friends with him. We were hanging out with him a lot. And then one time he threw a party while his parents like went to Germany, and so his parents were gone, and we invited some of our like degenerate friends and shit. And then our friends, like not really like our friends, just kind of people we like kind of knew, like were like going through his house, and they like stole like fucking like $700 from like his parents' bedrooms, like fucking like they had like this safe of like money. Stole like $700 from this dude, and this dude was so pissed about it. He was like him and my friend were about to fucking get like dress up in morph suits and like Molotov cocktail the motherfucker's car who like stole the like took the money. And I was like, guys, do not do that. First of all, that will probably blow up his car. His car will probably fucking explode. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, it probably will.
Like, they're gonna throw a Molotov like right on the hood. Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah.
German people, I guess, dude.
Yeah, I remember growing up. My dad, he had a nice motorcycle, and he was behind on the payments, right? So he was afraid of the repo man.
Yeah,
you know. And so what he did was, my bedroom was right by the backyard where the bike was parked. So what he did is he hooked up like a hillbilly tripwire.
Okay.
He put pop cans on the tripwire. So if somebody was coming in there trying to steal the bike, they'd trip over that, and it'd make sound.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And I remember vivid memory of him telling me, if you hear anybody in the backyard tripping over that, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember telling this story, and my girlfriend was like, she was like, oh, what would he have done if the repo man was in his backyard? I was like, oh, he would have killed him. And then he would have been like, sorry, thought someone was robbing me.
Yeah,
you know?
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I said it so casually, and it took her back. Like, oh God.
Wait, that's not normal. You didn't have friends' dads that were gonna.
What do you think he's gonna do if he catches a grown man in his backyard?
He's gonna shoot him.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking shoot him like he should.
This is America, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, me and my buddy, one time, that same park. The same park.
So that's the park where shit went
down. Like, it was weird as fuck at night. Like, people would be like walking their cats and stuff. It was a weird fucking park. And we were just chilling. We didn't have any. We were actually, what it was is we were really fucked up coming home from this girl's house. And we were like, I was like, dude, we cannot go to my house right now, like fucked up like this. We got to like sober up and like chill the fuck out. So we were just chilling at the park. We like lay down, and like, I swear to God, we're like about to like literally fall asleep. And these two kids, like not kids, but like teenagers, like around our age, like run up, and we're like, what the fuck? And they like set something down, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And then they just take a lighter and light it. It's a fucking firework. Dude, it's way past July. It doesn't make any sense anymore. They light it. It doesn't go that high. Fucking explodes like right by us. Dude, the neighbors wake up. We're like, oh, fuck. We got to get the fuck out. We just start fucking running. And they're like, we're going to fucking call the police. And I was like, God damn, dude. Man, fuck those guys. We were just trying to chill.
Yeah. Sounds America, though.
Yeah.
That sounds like America.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, Gabe, we're going on an hour and 20.
Yeah.
It's probably getting close to wrapping it
It's
up.
hard to edit after that. I hate trying to like do shit past an hour because it's like takes so long to like render or whatever
and upload it.
Yeah, upload it, all that shit. Yeah.
But so before we land this plane, and hope it's not like recently in the fucking plane catches on fire.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, whatever. Boeing, they're fucking up.
Well, thank you for coming to my single man apartment.
Yes.
Thank you for sitting by my dirty sink of fucking I made buffalo chicken dip this past weekend, and it's been a lazy couple of days.
It's all right, man.
And I know that sink probably fucking
spring cleaning is coming. I can't really.
No, if you get close,
all right.
if you get close, I'm just saying, like, it's my incel weekend where I just cook a crock pot of buffalo chicken dip. I get a couple gallons of chocolate milk.
Yeah.
And that's all I eat for 3 days.
Chocolate
And
milk,
I fucking, I'm lactose intolerant. So I basically almost shit blood, But I love it, dude.
Chocolate milk is fucking great.
Dude, it's awesome.
It's so good.
That's awesome. That's how you know you're not an adult yet.
Yeah.
When you're passionate about chocolate milk.
Just a gallon. Couple gallons.
Yeah. Dude, but honestly, buffalo chicken dip and chocolate milk goes great together.
That's crazy that you're lactose tolerant too. Or like that's your go-to.
Yeah, it fucks me up.
There's cheese in everything though. There's cheese in fucking everything.
It's America, baby.
Well,
dude, you know what I had the other day? Real fast.
Yeah.
You know those Starburst waters?
Yeah.
I had one the other day.
Really?
Have you ever drank one of those?
Is it good?
No, I haven't. It tastes like a Starburst.
Really?
And it's water and it's sugar free.
What?
And it tastes so like carbonated that it doesn't taste like water. It tastes like a juice Starburst.
Huh.
If you
Damn, you're fat, dude.
Dude, no. I tried.
Dude, fuck water. I need carbonated Starburst water.
Dude, I saw one the other day and I was like, I've always made fun of these because they're so unhealthy. I was like, I'm gonna try one because it was only like $1.
Yeah.
And I drank it and I was like, that tastes like diabetes.
Damn, dude.
And I was like, it tastes like RFK Jr. is gonna hunt you down like fucking John Wick.
Dude, he's just gonna pop out of the he's gonna come behind the green screen. What am I doing?
Dude, it was pretty crazy though.
Yeah.
So ending this game, is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to promote? Any messages you want to give to the world? This is your time.
Well,
the floor is yours.
Well, I don't know. This might not come out by that time, but March, what is it? 27th and the 30th, I'll be in Toledo doing Dave Crumbly shows, Home Slice Pizza, and another place that I don't remember. Chevy's, I believe. Whatever's on. No, it's on Thursdays. What's on Thursdays?
Jake's Saloon.
So go there and have fun if you're near Toledo.
Shout out Dave Crumbly.
Dave Crumbly, I fucking love him. He thinks I'm weird. I did the Dirty Show with him. I hosted, bombed my dick off, and was like trying to talk to him. And it was weird. Doesn't matter.
He's
also,
a good guy.
Yeah. Shout out the P Boys. Fuck them. We're gonna sue them.
Yeah, we're gonna sue them. We're suing them.
And shout out Not Gabe Comedy on YouTube. Check out the Full Body Podcast, baby.
There you go. So we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. If you watched this whole thing, please do something better with your time. Your life probably is meaningful. Yeah. Not meaningful whatsoever.
Yeah. Whatever.
But maybe Gabe will be something in comedy one day, and we can all look back on this. And then this will be the episode that he cancels.
You'll make it.
We'll see, man.
We'll do it.
We'll see.
Going to Austin, baby.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.